I talk my own the way it be me for body. Yesterday, while all those protests was going on, Charly Boy tweeted this. As Nigeria is boiling with hardship, with protests here and there, don't ever join the protest, especially if you are an obedient Nigerian. Most especially if you are from Southeast. Let those Imo, Lokun, and Agbadorians protest their stupidity. Obedience will always find their way. Now, before you receive this advice from Charly Boy, I want you to understand something. Charly Boy is over 70-something years old. Ask yourself a question. What was Charly Boy doing in his youthful days in this country? Charly Boy was snapping naked pictures with men and women and all that, drawing tattoo up and down, going everywhere with power bike. You understand? He was so disobedient to his own father that they even disowned him. Do you get the point? So Charly Boy have lived his own lifetime to a particular level, flexing his life. Now he's at his old age. He feel it is the right time to come and tell you people what to do. And people are listening to him. Charly Boy don't enjoy his own life. Charly Boy has enjoyed his own youthful age. He did not do anything with it. Because if this ginger Charly Boy has now, he was using it since, we for no day where we did. You understand? At least we for no day where he did. So Charly Boy coming out to come and talk, he's just surprised. And some people are listening to him. Then again, I saw this type of videos.
So these men called me that I should come and drink. Yeah. They are flexing. They said they love Tinubu's government, and they say no Igbo man should join any protest.
I saw a lot of videos like this. Some Igbo people, hey, we are protesting, they'll be drinking beer. You understand? Now, you see all these things, you would think it's cruise. Nigeria is our own. You understand? Nigeria is our own. Now, all of you are saying it is the Yorubas that should protest because they did not let Peter Obi win. It shows how tribalistic you people also are. You understand? Now, let's go back to the time during Peter Obi protest. Go and check out the people that championed the protest. During Peter Obi campaign, go and check out the people that championed it. Mr. Macaroni, Faust, and some other people like that, which are mainly Yorubas, to the point that their own people were calling them bastards. Do you understand? I myself, my closest relative are who? My closest relative are Yorubas. I'm from Edo State. The Oba of Benin stood and said, okay, Peter Obi was the person he was picking. We came out to support Peter Obi during the time, and our closest relative are Yoruba. People are saying it is the Yoruba that voted for Tinubu. Okay, if you want to follow that logic, did Tinubu win in Lagos? Tinubu lost in Lagos, and Lagos not filled with Yorubas. Tinubu lost in Lagos. Do you understand? You were just being childish yesterday, and a lot of you were just mumuing yourself up and down. Go and check the campaign for Peter Obi and see how many people campaigned for him. The main strong people there, they were all Yorubas. Apart from P Square, where we Igbo, where we say they hold their ground strong during the Peter Obi campaign. The other people were Yorubas. They call Aisha Yesufu. Where is Aisha Yesufu from? Is she Igbo? Aisha Yesufu is from Edo State. Abi Kogi, Edo State. Is she Igbo? She's not Igbo. We're just busy on mumuing yourself yesterday, say hey, this one. It shows how tribalistic most of you also are. Because Peter Obi know we mean say, okay, yes, if the country wants scatter, make the country scatter. I carry placard, go protest during Peter Obi time. When I see say the election, don't they go funny. And they walk around Abuja, they tell the youth, say, may they wake up so that they don't go announce there are no announced protests, but they no announced president, so they'll feel rerun. Am I an Igbo man?
All right, so thank you very dark man for that. Right, all of you are going to see, so I'm out for the very dark man again and again. We must begin to learn how to get quality control of all the things that comes out, especially this period. So I'll do the best I can to make certain statements very profoundly. Very dark man again, unfortunately, is wrong on this man instead. He got a couple of things right, so I'll tell you in the video. I think very dark man should leave political analysis alone. Whereas he's a good activist and his social consciousness, his activation for awareness of your environment is good. But political analysis is different from political activism. Somebody can be, say, get involved. Don't just try to delve into the analysis of the whole game. I don't claim to be an authority in it. I'm still learning. I'm still in the school of it, following and listening to several persons. But I think a couple of things here needs to be corrected because he's our big brother. We all follow him, right? He's big on the social space. Some of us just have small fragments of followers. That being said, where very dark man got it right in this video is in the motive, right? The motive of this video is to ensure that Nigerians, especially young people, do not relinquish the idea of fighting for this country alone and say it's for a tribe or a sect or an age group or an ethnic society or a certain political ideologist. That is wrong. I think he got that right. Don't leave it for any reason. That motive is right. But you see, the further analysis he went to put in now spoils the whole message. For example, I need to say this, and I'm saying it like I'm not Igbo too, I'm from Edo State, just like very dark man. I can say this. The election of 2023 may have been between Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi, but it was more of so many tribes in this country against the Igbos, and I say that with all sincerity. And of course, I'm not trying to, for any reason. Election has come and gone, and privileges have been lost and gained. So a lot of times, some of these things doesn't really count. But I'm just saying, most people that supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu the last election was not because, or were not because Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the best candidate, but they got to a point where they were told that allowing Peter Obi become president is automatically going to endorse the supremacy of the Igbos over the Yorubas. Because of course in Nigeria, I think the Hausa, the Fulanis, the Hausa spectacularly has taken up the fold of being the number one tribe. Of course, numerical, societal, economical, and a couple of other things, right? And of course, the military government has favored the North more than any other region in Nigeria. So there's been a tussle between Yorubas and Igbos. At some point, same Nigerians or same message was going around to Nigerians about the need for a new. I heard that the phrase, I'm going to talk about that maybe tomorrow. I heard that the phrase said a younger president. I'm going to do all the analysis for you understand. For a new ideologist, a new political actor, a new character, a new person, and Peter Obi was being projected. Omoyele used to enjoy that privilege, and nothing happened to his character. Omoyele only became nasty when he saw that young people were now following Peter Obi against him. Before then, there was nothing wrong against Omoyele. Omoyele has enjoyed that. Well, in 2019, he enjoyed that, even though he didn't get to the magnitude at which Peter Obi got to. Suddenly, when the information was getting around, some Yoruba activists, so many of them, tribalistic bigots in the fold, due respect to a lot of you that stood your ground, started to say no, making Peter Obi become president at this time, especially now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is supposed to be the biggest Yoruba politician in the ballot, would raise the Igbos over Yorubas. That's the message. So what Very Dark Man is not aware of is the fact that election wasn't between Peter Obi and Tinubu. It was between most of these tribes. And of course, you remember that there was a huge synergy between Yorubas and Hausas and Fulanis in this last election. But it was against basically the Igbos. Now, who did it? It's not time for it. It's not Eldorado. It's not, what's that word? Yes, yet. It's not Uhuru yet. Just hold on. The point, therefore, is that a lot of the Igbos were not told to shut up. And at the end of the election, it meant that the Igbos lost the election. Who they beat, see me not cry. So all of them, of course, realizing that this man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had nothing to offer, started to put in a lot of things. That does not mean that there are not Igbos that are suffering. But you see, the activation of the mind that now una bring a corner, and so una try better, and I want put on, and I say una get supreme person. We said we brought this person, and say no. So Peter Obi wasn't rejected because he wasn't the best candidate for the job. He was rejected because he was Igbo. And that's a fact. Don't let anybody deceive you. That's a fact. The rejection, especially in the north and in the west. Of course, Peter Obi won Lagos, and that has been said. Lagos is a metropolitan state, and then it's a metropolitan city. If you do actual census, you'll be shocked that the numbers of Yorubas in Lagos may be less compared to other tribes that are there. So all that, leave Lagos out of it. The current senator representing Abuja is a Yoruba woman, for crying out loud. She's a Yoruba woman. So just the way Abuja is still northern, but there is so much inflow of other tribes and nationals into the city already. Another 20 years, Abuja would now go into Lagos. We also move on to Lagos state of being metropolitan. So just hold it there. Now, this is where Very Dark Man got it right, and I want to make this correction. The idea of saying we are flexing, we are enjoying when people are crying is not a good one. Yeah. There is something called empathy and humanity. If people are suffering, people are choking and they cannot live, and you are drinking beer, you are having good time. As much as I know that this is our political tantrums, but put yourself in the shoes of those people. It creates more frustration. That must be established too. I do not agree, and I've been careful about making posts or creating scenery observations that look like as though I'm saying there's no tribe enjoying. All these ones that a few persons are on social media, there are Igbos that are suffering. The impact of the bad economy is spreading across. Like I said in one of my videos, Bola Tinubu has been able to deliver on the mantra of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. Peter Obi said consumption to production. Nigerians are producing sweat, producing hardship, producing suffering. The Peter Obi too, Bola Tinubu has also unified Nigeria. That was Atiku's campaign mantra. He has unified poverty, unified insecurity. The areas in this country where people that were not touched before are now getting touched. So it's really wide. So it's not enough for you to just sit there and say, "No, it concerns us." However, in the last minute of a very dark black man, no protest will work in Nigeria. Don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself. By dark man is still living in the medieval age. Bola Tinubu will not still mandate to become president to allow you unseat him in the protest. And like he said it now, please, sir, no. Very dark man. I think very dark man wants to champion the cause of mobilizing. Except you are doing outright revolution, forget about protest. And I'm not saying they should do revolution contest. Except you want to just make up your plan, you have a 10-day, 15 days plan to sit up and arrange for revolution. That's the only way. To say you want to go on the streets for some days and it will not work. These guys are dumb, deaf, and blind. These guys are dumb, deaf, and blind. They don't care about you. They don't care about you think. They are protected. They are okay. The analysis of Sheyi Tinubu's wristwatch, where in the picture he posted of his father is fixed Nigeria, people are saying the wristwatch cost $550,000 US. That's the wristwatch. It not concern them. So what they do sometimes is empathy when they say we are going to fix his daughter has spoken, his wife has spoken. You see people speaking here and there. We are Minister of Finance has spoken. We know it is not their problem. The same guys in this economy renovated houses that were not useful. They bought SUVs. They are flying around. There is medical tourism. There's so much money. You are better do billions. You are seeing several memos. Go to Twitter and see several handles where leaked documents of several monies be exchanging hands here and there. It doesn't concern them, right? So there is nothing you are going to do on the street that will change the course of this country. The truth of the matter is, and I say that with all sincerity, Bola Tinubu should remain for 8 years. That should be it. Watch the rest of the video and I'll catch you some other time. Bye for now.